Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, signed 3 years at the club you love and played it for so long is a fantastic feeling. So, over the moon.
How long's the negotiations been? When did you sort of decide that you wanted to stay and you were on the same page?
Oh, pretty early on. I mean, there was no real tough decision to make for me, and I was happy enough to start Adelaide, and they wanted for 3 years, and more than happy to sign it and hopefully become a one-club player, which is sensational. So. Very exciting, and the group's heading forward and looking forward to being a part of it.
You'd be hoping life in Adelaide goes beyond this contract?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Obviously, hopefully get a kick first, and as I said, we're in a good position now and got some good times ahead of us, I believe. So, looking forward to playing a role for the team and hopefully bringing on a few young guys, and we'll see where we go once I get to 31, which will be good.
Did you think of getting a kick? Richard, you went all right in the twos a couple of weeks back. Where did he go on Thursday night?
Yeah, hopefully. Had a bit of run around at Sturt, which was good fun, and dodged the nuggets on the field and all that sort of stuff that goes with it. But no, it was good. Body felt good, and hopefully put my hand up for selection Thursday night. So it's body's feeling really good, and hopefully get out there and can get a win.
How did you get over the footy injury? Was it just simply resting it, or was there anything you had to do?
I was in a movement for 2 weeks, so just a bit of rest there and just a slow build-up with my running. So I was on the anti-gravity machine for a couple of weeks and then just progressed to strides and build up to about 80% and kept gradually going. So I had about 2 weeks of solid conditioning under my legs and obviously played against Sturt a couple of weeks ago. So feeling in a really good position physically and ready to tackle the second half of the year.
Have you done much during your sort of time off?
Training or?
Yeah,
a little bit of training. So just the basic sort of stuff that the team was required to do. So I'm feeling fresh and enjoyed the break. So looking forward to Thursday.
And those sort of flare-ups or anything like that in the foot area?
No.
So you're confident you're physically ready to go if you pick for the top flight this weekend?
Yep, ready to go.
Did you
Body's
consider
good.
any other offers from any other clubs?
No, not really. I mean, with free agency these days, other clubs can, put some good offers towards you. But I think for me, it was just all about deciding whether I wanted to be at the Adelaide Footy Club. And once I decided that, no real offers come into play, and was pretty keen to get pen to paper.
Did the go-home factor was that tempting at all for you?
It's always a little bit tempting, I guess, but as I said, I love the club and I've been here 10 years now and can see some success in the near future. So that's always a temptation, but for me, home's always home and it'll be there forever. So if I want to go back there one day, I can do that.
What's the prestige, so for someone like you, the prestige associated with being a one-club player?
Oh, I guess it's just, once you finish your footy, you've got a place to call home, I guess. I go to some past play functions and, see the older guys there having a beer and enjoying us boys run around. So, as much as I enjoy footy now, I'm also looking forward to that side of it. Once you finish, you can do that with your good mates that you've played your whole career with and you've spent at one club. So for me, I like to think I'm a pretty loyal sort of person, and that was a really attractive sort of thing for me.
Have you spoken to any past players about, if they sort of given you any advice as to what it means to them to be one-club players?
Not anyone specifically, but you sort of hear about players that talk about it, and they say how good of a feeling it is and how much it fills them with pride, and they feel about the club that they call home and they've been their whole career. So for me, that's what I want to do, and pretty much from the day I got to the club, I knew I wanted to be throughout my whole career.
Have you enjoyed Phil Walsh's coaching style? Obviously, with a big focus on kicking and a pretty good kick yourself.
Oh, thanks, mate. It's been fantastic. Walsh has been great. Obviously, his honesty and his passion for the game has been sensational, and he's taught us boys a lot. So, the kicking obviously has been a bit average the first half of the year, but I'm sure that's something we can improve on, and we've been doing a lot of work on. So hopefully, I can play a role with that and put a few down Big Tex's throat.
How much does the change of coach come into your thinking when you were coming out of contract?
Yeah, obviously you want to sit back for a little bit and see how things are rolling along. You don't want to jump in too quickly, and it's obviously a big decision, so you want to just sit back and see how things are panning out. And you know, Walsh has been fantastic, and the club's heading in the right direction. So that was enough for me to agree to terms.
So do you remember the moment that you decided, yep, this is where I want to be?
Oh, it was probably a build-up over a few months, but after about probably round 5 or 6, when we were tracking pretty well, I was pretty confident, and I knew this is where I wanted to be.
Is that more to do with results or just the general?
Nah, it's not so much results. It's more just the process. I mean, you know, obviously results count and they matter, but it's about what we're building here and what we've been going through. And I think the steps we've put in place now is you know, they're really strong foundations for where we want to get to. So now I'm really confident that we'll get to where we want to go.
Where do you stand on free agency, Richie?
I mean, it's good for players. Gives you a lot of flexibility and a bit of power. Not so great for the club itself, but I think it's still sort of you know, figuring itself out, and it's probably got a few things to even itself up. But I think it's yeah, it was good for me on this occasion.
Hardwick said he would be in favour of reducing the number of years to be unrestricted to maybe 6 or 7, provided that clubs could trade players without the player vetoing the trade. Do you think that could work?
Oh, you've confused me there.
Now players can say, no, I'm not taking that trade.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty good. I think the length of time that a player has to spend at one club before they're free agent is fair. You obviously don't want to draft a player and be able to move on in 6 years when his best footy's ahead of him. So I think where it's at the moment is, I think it's pretty good. The balance is right.
Does it change the locker room now with free agency? Is there more pressure and more focus on contracts compared to, say, 5 years ago?
Not in the locker room, no. Externally it is, not inside the 4 walls of the footy club.
Is that a case of it's just better to not bring it up for fear of where that sort of chat might go?
No, I don't think so. It's something players have never discussed, and I don't think it's important. So it's not discussed here, and I don't think it will be in the future.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, guys.